What up, everyone? We're doing another review. PiFFHOuSE reviews. Like I said, I don't get paid for this shit, so I don't really care about doing it professional style. I'm just showing you what the product is from a real person that actually has the product. I'm not one, oh, look at these reviews, I received it. No, this is a fake unboxing video for the HORI Fighting Commander Octa for Xbox Series X and PC thing. Yes, this is a fake unboxing video. I've already busted it open and tested it out, so I'm just doing the unboxing for you guys, which, you know, if you guys care about what the product is, then this is the right channel to look at it. But anyway, let's get into it. These are this is the box it comes in, very small. I think this box is the same size as the Fighting Commander Pro, which was released for the Xbox One X and the consoles, and it also works backwards compatible on the Xbox 360 with that toggle. This one looks like it's only a Series X and PC, and you know, I put all these other controllers for comparison to sizes. This is the PDP Fight. The hell is this thing called? Versus Fighting Pad. D-pad was kind of cool, and it's like a thumbstick D-pad. So if you ever played the Neo Geo Pocket, it's the same damn thing. Only thing about it, it's sometimes when it wears down, you will start missing inputs. So how you see here, it kind of moves around without actually clicking. That's what messed up, and it's also tiny it's also small hands. So if you got giant hands, yeah, this controller is gonna hurt after a while. This is my one of my various 360 pads. When I was playing Street Fighter 4, I always used a thumbstick because the thumbstick felt much better on here than it did on the One X. The One X, or the Xbox X, or whatever you want to call it. Their D-pad wasn't as good, so I didn't really try to play fighting games. With that, I went ahead and got the HORI Fight Commander Pro, which was cool. The buttons were solid. This top right button right here did wear out after a while, where you actually had to press it, so it wasn't a micro switch button. It's just a regular, I guess they used the old school with the little rubber press down with presses back up or whatever. So anyway, the new evolution. This is the Fighting Commander Octa. When I took it out, it wasn't slightly larger than this, but you know, let's do the fake unboxing so we can, you know, show you what it is. Ooh, so pop that little there, rip it there. Okay, so that's the box. All the stuff on the back, so y'all can see what's on the back. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, it tells you all the functionality, all that stuff. You know, if you guys want to read it yourself. All this information is on the product website, but we can go over what it is. It has an adjustable input sensitivity for the D-pad, 6-button layout, which all uses micro switches for the face buttons. So these face buttons are 6-button. It has the 8-way analog stick, which isn't very high as what you see. It also has a headphone jack input, which the Fighting Commander was missing. So if you wanted to chat while kicking people's ass on the fighting game, you had to either use a wireless headset, or the workaround would be you plug this in as your active unit, then you connect a wireless controller, and then you would connect the headset output to this, and then you'll be able to speak. But you know, somebody in their research and development team figured out, hey, why not we just put a headset jack on it? It doesn't take much space, so they figured it out. Bam. So now if you want to use a hardwired headset, plug it right in the controller, bam. And then also they say you can switch the thumbstick, so if you want to switch it from using it as a left thumbstick to the right thumbstick, you can do that. For it looks like it says you customize settings with companion app, so it looks like you probably got to download some software. You go to the HORI site, download some software. I didn't think to do it. Didn't really care about doing it. I'm just busted out, played it in a box. Didn't really give about it. They say the cable length is 9.8 feet, so about 10 feet. So it's the same as this one, and I believe, yeah, it's the same as the PDP crap. And then you can switch to profiles, but if And that's up to you if you want to switch your profile. So let's bust it open. We got the controller there, wrapped in some nice packaging. Comes with a quick start guide, and it tells you. It has a little quick start guide here. It tells you what not to do. Basically, don't press any buttons so it doesn't initialize inputs when starting the thing. And it looks like it also has that patented breakaway cord. So if you got people that are clumsy as hell around your systems, that cord will separate. And if it looks like the same, it looks like the same as all the other Xbox. So if you have a 360 one and you lose this piece, more than likely you could just swap the old ones that you have, and it should connect. Because the connection config does look the same. All right, that's instructions. That's that reading stuff right there. Put that there, and now let's go ahead and take the fake cable tie off that we had to retie on there, because this is a fake unboxing video. We've already unboxed it. We just had to package it again to make it look new. I received this the first day after it was released, so it was released on April 30th, 2021. I got it on May 1st, 2021. Shout out Amazon, you guys had a competent driver this time, and they actually followed directions, so that guy did get good feedback. Most time y'all Amazon employees are dumbasses and they don't follow simple instructions. So that Amazon delivery driver that delivered it, appreciate it, man. And he didn't just throw the package on the ground. He actually bashed on my door like I told him to do, because when you're playing a video game with a headset on, you don't hear any of that outside crap. But when he bashed on my door like the Hulk, he did his job, and I tipped him appropriately. So thank you, I appreciate it. Alright, so there's the cord and length. We'll just throw that out there, so And let's take it out this soft plastic, not plastic, this soft, whatever, the packaging. And here it is right here. This is what it looks like. So as you see, not much. It has extra grips at the bottom, so people with big hands, you don't get the carpal tunnel. Face buttons, they're about the same height. Face buttons are the same height. D-pad's about the same height. But it has all the Xbox buttons. So you got the view button, the menu button, the share button, the Xbox button. Then you have your profile switch. Headset mute, and then I think that's headset active. I think that's what it is, but whatever. You guys can read the instruction booklets. But I believe that's what it is. But no, the buttons feel great. The D-pad fits. If you got a cool thumb, your thumb should fit in the center of the D-pad. It appears to be I think it's a 4-way. I'm not sure. 4-8-way. What does it say? Well, you can adjust the sensitivity. So if you barely tap on it, you plug it in your computer, connect to your computer, run the firmware, and then it allows you to adjust the sensitivity of the D-pad. But compared to my thumb, this is where it sits. So my thumb is here. We'll do it like that so you guys can get a grip. Compared to this one, thumb sits in the center of that one. Then on the 360 pad, thumb sits on there. Thumb sits in the middle, so it's about the size of, what is this? Yeah, about the size of the 360 D-pad if you have that controller. So that's for comparison. It is slightly smaller than the HORI Fighting Commander Pro that released for the Xbox One X and 360 and PS4 versions. And let's see about this one. And it's basically the same size as the Xbox Series X and X controller, so same thing. The D-pad, not D-pad, but the thumbstick is very solid. It has a lot of resistance. Well, it has some resistance. It feels almost similar to the 360 thumbstick. So more than likely, I'll play Street Fighter games or any games with quarter circle movements using the thumbstick. And then anything using directionals will be done with the D-pad, like Mortal Kombat. What else uses directional? Or Tekken. I think Tekken uses directional, stuff like that. But Tekken, you probably switch back and forth, and Tekken uses 8-way input. So it's just a matter of choice. But me, I always prefer using a thumbstick, playing Street Fighter, and a D-pad while playing Mortal Kombat. The buttons feel good. You can hear them click when you press them. The shoulder buttons, I guess they improved the technology. They may be micro switches, but I can't hear any clicking inside, but they are solid and they do pop back up. So the issue that I had on here, which with these spongy buttons, should not occur on this thing. Overall, it's a solid controller. Like I said, it fits solid in the hands. It rests comfortable in the hands. So if you guys worry about a giant ass controller, this ain't it, man. It fits in your hand, and it fits well. And then underneath here, you see you have the the headset. So if you have a hardwired headset, plug it into there. Bam. But if you don't, just use your wireless headset, plug it in, and you'll be set and ready to go. But outside of this, like I said, this controller is solid. It was a very solid controller, and HORI actually did their marketing research. They made sure they did the best, and they actually took what was wrong with this controller and fixed it in this one. So it actually does feel well. For the people that use the crab control style, this is comfortable doing it that way, but you can still do dual. It's still, the buttons are not spaced that far apart where you can't hit two buttons at the same time, two buttons at the same time, two buttons at the same time. Or if you're playing Street Fighter where you got to do the the V shift or where that shit is, the Ultra Instinct. You can do it quite easily without you can do it quite easily. If not, you got to do the little crabby hands to do it. But other than that, it is a solid controller. I would recommend. This controller is very solid. Right now, it would be top tier controller next to the HORI Fighting Commander, and then after the HORI Fighting Commander would be the Xbox 360 pad. Then PDP. I had to buy two of these things because they wear down so damn quickly. PDP, and then last, the Xbox One X controller. Only reason why I put this last because it's not good for fighting games. But if it were for fighting games, this would be the lowest of the low for fighting games. But overall, yeah, this works. More than likely, I'll provide a link to the Amazon purchase page where you can purchase this at. And yeah, that's it. Oh, it also works on PC. So if you have if you're switching from POS4 to PC gaming or Xbox to PC gaming, then this controller will work on it via X input. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, it works via X input. So plug it in and configure. It should auto detect, saying this what it is. You do your setup. Controller works. All right. So yeah, that's my review, my fake unboxing review, for you guys to see that a real person does actually use this, and I'm not no paid advertising, no paid reviewer. I do this for fun, so that you guys can see from a perspective of a real normal person and not some person that's paid to give their input on a device. But it's solid. It's a 5 out of 5 controller. This hopefully it does withstand the test of time. We ain't tossing it at nobody, ain't nunchucking it at nobody. Only thing, we're playing games, and when the little godchildren come over, they'll be using this, and nobody's gonna get to touch it except for my hands. Yeah, that's it. So hope you guys enjoyed it. HORI Fighting Commander Octa. I had to look at the product. I didn't know what the hell what the name is, but yeah, HORI Fighting Commander Octa. Solid controller, solid game, solid buttons, solid sticks, solid movement, good features. All right, that's a good review, y'all. Thank you for watching. Like, hate, talk S in the comments. I don't care. If you send hate, I'm gonna embrace it as much as the love. So do as you wish. Enjoy yourself. Thank you for watching another PiFFHOuSE Real World Review, and I hope you guys have a good day and enjoy yourselves and have fun. Be good to each other in gaming and talk shit, but don't be overly disrespectful. Peace.